This video does not condone the use of performance enhancement drugs, and the information provided here is solely for educational purposes only. Hey there brothers, once again Larry here giving you everything you need to know about anabolic steroids. In this video, I will share with you the most important information about the anabolic steroid Equipoise. Equipoise is also known as Boldenone Undecylenate or Boldenone Undecylenate. It is an androgenic and anabolic steroid medication which is used in veterinary medicine, mainly in horses, and has been used for humans as well. Equipoise is a very underrated steroid in the world of bodybuilding, and to help you get a better idea of what this steroid has to offer, I will now give you an overview of what this agent is all about. Equipoise is actually almost identical to Anadrol and Dianabol, but with one small change. You see, Equipoise does belong in the same group as Dianabol, but compared to Dianabol, Equipoise instead has a very long-chain ester attached to it. This makes Equipoise highly oil-soluble compared to other steroids. The well-balanced anabolic and androgenic properties of this drug are greatly appreciated by athletes who generally consider it to be a stronger, slightly more androgenic alternative to other steroids, such as decadurabolin. Also, it is generally cheaper and could replace Deca in most cycles without greatly changing the end result. Injections of Equipoise are administered intramuscularly, which is usually prepared as 25 milligrams per milliliter, 50 milligrams per milliliter, or 200 milligrams per milliliter of steroid dissolved in oil, with maximum dosages going up to 500 milligrams. Although it stays active for a much longer time, Equipoise may be injected at least once weekly. The dosage schedule can be further divided to reduce the volume of each injection if necessary, perhaps administering it 2 to 3 times per week. Women, however, take much lower doses of Equipoise than men, which is typically 50 to 75 milligrams per week. As it is not a rapid mass builder, Equipoise instead provides a slow but steady gain of strength and quality muscle mass. The positive effects of this drug become most apparent when it is used for longer cycles, usually lasting 8 weeks or more in duration. The muscle gains should also not be the smooth bulk associated with testosterone, but more defined and solid. Some of the main effects and benefits associated with using Equipoise include muscle growth, improved athletic performance, fat loss, and increase of appetites. It also helps treat muscle-wasting diseases as well as conditions affecting the bones like osteoporosis. Therefore, Equipoise is great for bulking. So I have just enlightened you with the benefits that go with using Equipoise. It's now time for us to go over a few common side effects that you will need to be aware of before you consider using this steroid. Side effects associated with this drug include mild estrogenic effects, oily skin, and even mild acne, risk of organ deterioration, such as in the kidneys, liver, and heart. But how do you ensure that these side effects of Equipoise are lessened or prevented while maximizing the result? Like most anabolic steroids, you may stack Equipoise with other compounds. Equipoise is often stacked with testosterone to get maximal results, with testosterone cypionate generally being favored. It is even a great alternative to decadurabolin according to studies. You won't gain as much mass on EQ, but your muscle quality will be more solid with much less water retention. Lance Armstrong was famously caught using EQ during his disqualification. Now we should address post-cycle therapies when we run this drug. For Equipoise, PCT should come in the form of Clomid and Nolvadex or Arimidex. For instance, if you use Arimidex, ideally you take Arimidex with 1 milligram per day at week 1, then resume with 1 or 2 milligrams daily for weeks 2 to 3. And please make sure that you begin your Equipoise post-cycle therapy about 2 weeks after the last injection to restore your body's natural hormone balance. Generally, Equipoise does not disappoint as far as muscle growth is concerned. In fact, you may gain as much as 20 pounds of solid muscle with a 12-week cycle of this drug. But of course, that achievement should come with hard training, right diet, and healthy lifestyle. For the best results, it does stack very well with other steroids. Not only will you see muscle growth results, but also faster recovery time and general athletic improvement. Just think of Lance Armstrong and his Tour de France. That's it, guys. This has been your friend Larry, once again giving you this advice to regularly consult health professionals and considering the use of anabolic steroids. Till my next video.